Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Melissa if you're new here, and today's video is going to be part 2 of my decorating for spring. So part 1 was the video before this one, and I took you out back and we made over the patio area. Everything is doing very well out there. And so today is going to be the front porch. The front porch is all my cacti, my succulents, my snake plants, those type of plants, and I don't really feature those much on my channel. A lot of the plants on my front porch you'll see have frost damage because I left them out all winter, and that's my plan with all these. Some cacti and succulents didn't even get phased by the snow, but some of the snake plants did get a little unhappy, and I think one maybe didn't make it, but I'll show you before I move anything. I'll kind of give you an overview. This is probably going to be another long video, so I will have timestamps down here if you want to skip around, but it should be fun. I'm excited. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I hope you enjoy, and let's get to building the shelf. I went ahead and took the cardboard down because it had my address all over it. So this shelf I did order on Amazon, but the brand is called, I don't know if it's Stoog, S-T-O-O-G, and they're calling it a 2-tier patio console table. And it's supposed to be all weather, like weather resistant, not supposed to fade or rot, for the backyard, deck, entryway, and garden. And I got mine in the color teak, which is like a natural color, and it also comes in black, gray, and blue. The material is called high impact polystyrene, HIPS. This is what the picture looks like here. So my plan is, I liked that it was, you know, kind of further apart here, so I can put plants that, maybe some cacti that are a little bit taller, and then I have this entire row up here. So I already have a vision of what I want to do and how I want to style this. So I think this is going to be perfect to go out there. Look at Luna. What are you doing? What are you doing? Look at her on the styrofoam. What are you doing, huh? Okay, let's get started. Excuse you. Excuse you. Luna. Meow. That is pretty. Look at that color. Oh, this is so heavy. That's nice. That's an overview of all the pieces here. This seems pretty self-explanatory. It has the 2 shelves, the 4 legs, and you're basically just attaching it together. So I think what I'll do to save a little time, I'm just gonna go ahead and build this off camera, because the cacti and all the repotting I know is gonna be, I don't want this video to be like excessively long, like hopefully no more than an hour, but we'll see. It might be closer to an hour and a half, but yeah, I'll go ahead and build this really quick. I'll link the shelf if you're interested, and then I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. I 100% appreciate how smoothly this put together. I wasn't sure I was going to be able to do it by myself because you have to screw the bottom piece into the legs here, and it's so heavy that I couldn't like slide it in here and screw it at the same time. So I was able to use this bar stool and put it underneath here and like do one side, lift it up, pull it out, and then I was able to screw in this side. You know, when you build furniture and the screws don't align properly, or you have a hard time like doing it all like this, everything went in smoothly. I'm almost tempted to write up a nice review on this because I just appreciate how easy that was. It has little feet, little pegs here. That's all I have to put on, and then it'll be done. I almost want to get a second one for the patio. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? That looks so freaking good. I'm obsessed. So I can build it by myself. You can do it because it's heavy. I will say that it is pretty heavy. I'll see what my husband thinks because I told him I got a shelf for the front porch. So he didn't really know what I meant by that. So I'll see what he thinks of it. But if he likes it, I might get one for the patio because yeah, especially if it's weatherproof and it holds up well. I'll have to see how it does. It doesn't really, our front porch does get rained on some, so, but it's supposed to be like weather resistant, I guess. Huh, does that look nice to try? All right, let's head out to my front porch and I'll give you a little overview of what we're working with and we'll get started out there. Here is the overview of our front porch. We just have like a small front porch area here. So you see all the sun, it gets like full direct sun most of the day. And so what I have out here now is this tiny little shelf. So we're getting rid of that. And then the new shelf is gonna go right here, kind of all the way down. And that's the sad snake plant that unfortunately I think is completely dead from the winter. But I have a few cacti, new cacti that I'm going to show you there that I got that's new. And then I have snake plants and I have a cactus planter and succulent planter here. So we're going to take care of all of these. The snake plants did get quite a bit of frost damage. You can see all the browning, but I'm going to trim that up, clean it up, get it repotted. Same with the whale fins there and everything. And yeah, I'm excited. We might see some lizards too because we have lizards that hide in the crevices of the porch. So if I see any, I'll show you. Welcome to my garage. My husband's car isn't here. He's working out of the home today, so I'm gonna work in his parking spot. I have this table that I used to repot on all the time, or bought it out here. And then I have a soil mix station on the towel. It is hot, it's very warm, but I'm gonna leave the garage door kind of halfway open. It is like blasting sun, so I can't like repot out there. Preferably I'd like to repot like over the grass, but it's fine because I can just blow the garage out if I make a mess and everything. So I was trying to think what I wanted to start with first. Since I have a lot of cacti to do, I think I'll go ahead and get the snake plants done because I feel like those will be the easiest and the biggest, so we'll get those out of the way first. So I'll show you what I got to replant those in. I got two big kind of bucket type containers. I might have to drill a hole in those though. Yeah, I think I will. And we'll kind of get set up to repot those here. I like more neutral colors, so when I was at Home Depot, when I found the Dock Block Michelle's, I was looking at all the pots, I swear for like 45 minutes. And I had a completely different color scheme picked out, but I really like the long planter and it's kind of this kind of orangey terracotta color. The white ones were like twice as expensive too. I think they were like 30 or 29, 30 something, but for $20 for big pots like this, you can't beat it. It's very windy today too. Okay, so there's 4 drill marks in these buckets and we're gonna drill 4 holes. Okay, we have our 4 holes. So here's the kind of the pot size difference. And you can tell this snake plant needs a new pot. Do you see it's like busting the sides a little bit? I'll bring you a little closer so you can see. So I have 2 different whale fins in here. I have the variegated kind, and this I believe is the original leaf, this one here, because it has this mark when I bought the whale fin, and it's grown this entire offshoot here. And then I have a regular whale fin here. I think this might be the original leaf. I'll have to see if I can find old photos when I first got these and pop them on the screen, but this was the original leaf and it's given me 1, 2, 3. But it's very dry, it's gaping, the soil in there, it's just not good. I kind of neglect these on my porch. They don't get water that often, and because they're like really thick leaves and stuff, they retain water, but I maybe water these once or twice a month, if that, over summer. It is really hard to see if the camera is in focus because of the sun, so I really hope that this stays in focus. I quickly made my mix up and we're just going to dump some. I love the fresh smell of soil out of a bag. Whoops, don't need that scoop from the Osmocote. This is nice. Okay, I would say soil's probably like there's probably like a good 3 inches in there. This thing is so dusty too. I can't wait to get the hose and spray all these off. Wondering if I can kind of shimmy this thing out of here. Ah! Whoa. Wow, look at that root system. Let me get closer to the camera. Look at that. That's insane. I'm going to loosen this just a little bit. It's definitely compacted a little. I'm not going to try and separate this or anything. I'm just going to plop it in here just how it is. Okay, in we go. Ooh, I would say that was a perfect height. And I don't care if I make a mess because I just blow the garage out. Oh, look at that. It already looks 10 times better. I could probably set it up a little bit higher, but you know what? I think that's good. I could use a little fresh soil on top. Wow, that looks so good. I need like a big scoop, but I think my hands will be just as good. If you missed the first video, so my front porch here is all south facing. And it gets pretty hot out here, especially during summer. And the sun pretty much goes all the way back to the door. But there is a good part of the day where the porch is in a lot of shade. But I would say majority of the day, it's pretty much full sun out there. It's kind of crazy I've had these snake plants for as long as I have. This is why I said I need more soil, because probably each one of these containers is going to use 1 bag of that cactus soil. And then I shouldn't have to really repot these for at least a couple years, maybe even longer. I should definitely not have to be able to repot them next year. I I can always remove like a couple pups in the future if I have to, because I don't know if I'd really upsize from this container. So I feel like this container is pretty big. No, I do think I need to go get the saucer trays now that I drilled holes. I don't think I have anything large enough, so I'll have to get some of those, because if not, it's gonna make a mess on the front porch when I water them. All right, guys, I think that's good for the whale fins. Such a cool snake plant. I love how funky the leaves are and everything. It's so cool. Okay, I let my camera cool down for a second, but I went ahead and drilled holes in the second container and filled it with soil, about 3 inches, and I made a new batch of soil. And then I brought the 2 snake plants here out. Yeah, these guys definitely got more sensitive to being out all winter when we had the snow. So this one is called Siam Silver or Metallica is what I know it as. And then the one on the right is my oldest snake plant. I believe it starts with an S, but I'm not really sure. This is actually my oldest plant. And this one did bloom. They both bloomed for me. You can still see some old bloom spikes right here. But I'm gonna trim away all the browning, the crisping, and just kind of get it looking nice again. And then we're gonna get them both potted into this container. So I might have to separate some out. We'll see. If there's some strands that are a little unhappy, I might thin it out a little bit and everything, but I'm excited to get these growing, you know, better again this spring and summer. These did do well, I would say, all winter. It just wasn't until the snowstorm that one week where they got really affected, because some snow got up under the frost blanket and everything that I was trying to cover them with. And yeah, that's okay though. They're alive, that's all that matters. So this actually I got at a plant shop here in Savannah when I wasn't living here yet. On one of our trips here in North Carolina, I stopped at a plant shop downtown and got this one from there. So it's grown a lot in the time that I've had it. I propagated this actually from a leaf cutting, and just to see what would happen. I still have the cutting on my porch, but I think it's pretty much died from the frost damage. But the only way to maintain the variegation is through division. Like if you do a leaf propagation, it won't come in with the silver. It'll just come in like regular green. It's definitely dehydrated. I think I've only watered these once this year, since January. I'm gonna sit this one down a second. Okay, let's tackle this one first. Here's a dried bloom spike here. Just kind of cleaning this up a bit. I'll probably clean this up more off camera once I get these repotted. Rotted piece. I don't think they'll continue growing if I cut the top off, right? Like they won't grow anymore. They'll just grow in new shoots. Is that right with snake plants? If they're damaged up top. so this is trash. Okay, I do have another bin. And then I repotted these into here, I think the year we moved in, which was 2022. So these have been in here for about 2.5 years, I would say. Whoa, holy, oh my gosh, wow. Look at this. That is root bound. Holy moly. Do you see that? Wow. That is insane. It definitely needed repotted sooner. It's literally all roots. That is craziness. I don't know if I can separate this a little. It's just all rooted. I won't have enough room to fit 2 big circles in here, so I wonder if I take my knife and just, in the kitchen, I might go get my knife and then just saw it right in half, because there's just no separating this. Okay, I'm gonna get a knife. My camera is not like being in this hot garage. It keeps overheating like every 10 minutes, so I might have to take frequent breaks. But I'm definitely not repotting this inside. I have it out of the sun, so I don't know. Okay, let me get you closer and we're gonna chop at this root system. So my vision, or my idea, is just to kind of cut right in half here. But I don't know if that's gonna work. You know what I'll do, actually? Since this one, I like the color, why don't we separate? I feel like that one is gonna be easier to separate. Why don't we do that? I'm just gonna sit this here for now and we'll see how rooted the other one is. This one definitely needs some TLC. Phew. I don't know, this one might not be easy to separate either. All right, let's see. Let's dump this out. Ooh. Okay, this one's rooted, but not as much. So I feel like this one we could probably separate a little bit more. Whoops. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do, is just take sections of this one out. I'm gonna cut this rhizome thing here. Okay. That section going down in there. I'm gonna cut this rhizome here in the middle too. All right. That's kind of what it's looking like. It's a little crazy. Okay, I think what I'll do, since my camera really needs to cool down, it's angry at me again. I'll backfill. I'm gonna fill this all up, and then I'll tie the vines up with some string and get it looking nice. And then I'll show you once I'm all done. All right, here is the snake planter and what it's looking like. I feel like once I get some water, it'll firm up a little bit because it is pretty dry, like dehydrated. And once I get a lot of new growth to come in, it's gonna look a lot more full and a lot more straight and nice, I guess. And while I was tying up the vines, I saw a little friend here. I was actually gonna snip part of this leaf away. Let me see if you can see him. It's kind of backlit. Do you see the little froggy though? Do you see him? Uh-oh. There you go. He's hiding in there. How did that little sucker stay there the whole time I was flinging this plant around? I have no idea. He's cute though. Yeah, it's gonna be backlit this way, but you can't really see. But I have a stake in the middle, and then I used a couple string right there. I wish I had more of these. I only had one of these green things, but this is like good to have because it will hold the vines up, so I put that back in there. I honestly think it looks so much better having one big pot than two separate ones, so I'm excited for that. I am back. I was letting my camera cool down. I had noticed it clouding up outside, and so I checked the forecast. Storms are on their way here, and we're under a tornado watch right now. So that's lovely. Hopefully I can get these repotted before it storms, because that's not going to be good. But I brought the cactus planter that I plan on putting most of these in, and I'll show you that, and then I'll do a little haul of all my cacti, all the new ones that I got, and then of course my old planter here that I've had for, I did this in, I believe I did this in 2021, or no, 2020. Right? I think this was 2020 that I did this, and it's been growing ever since. I haven't repotted it, I haven't done anything with it, and it's crazy that it's grown like this much since then. I'll give you a closer look at it here. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and quickly get started before this weather comes, and then after this, all we'll have to do is the succulents. This is the planter that I got at Home Depot. It's a wooden planter, but I like how long it is. I feel like I'd be able to fit a good majority of the cactus in here. And then I got one of these liners. I'm just gonna cut this up because I don't know about planting directly into this wood. I don't know if it would rot, but I figured if I could at least cut this a little bit, I think that's what I'm gonna do. At least in my head at the time, I thought it was a good idea. I got all these cacti a really long time ago, so I don't know what most of these are. I do know this is my favorite. This is my domino cactus. It blooms so much. The blooms are so pretty on this guy, and it already bloomed once this year. I missed it, but it's got 4 more blooms coming. No, 5. There's another one down here. 5 more blooms coming in. And I know this guy in the back, this is a euphorbia. I think isn't it a white ghost cactus, I think, but it's like grown all these little baby arms. Some of it did get damaged by the frost. I'll probably cut, like this here, I'll probably cut some of that away. But again, it's grown so much. This guy in the middle has grown really tall, and a lot of these were started so little, like this one. I don't know what any of these are. And I have a couple small ones here. I have this pretty spiky blue one. Oh shoot, what is this thing called? Bunny ear cactus, I think that's what it is, but that pricked me so bad one year. That pokey guy there. And then I also have one of these that has pretty pink flowers, and it's getting ready to bloom in a couple spots. And then I have white rocks on top of all the soil. I think I do have some stones in my plant room in my closet. I might have to look, but I might decorate this like once I actually separate them and plant them in here. I think I might add some rock on top just to kind of decorate it a bit more. So I kind of like that idea of how I did that with this. And then let me show you all the cacti that that I have separately. So this I got last year on one of my shopping videos. This is a Apuntia sunburst. It's like a variegated cacti. It's really cool. It's like that. It's grown a lot since I've gotten it too. So I have that one. It's still like in its original pot and everything. He's cool. This pokey guy I've had for, let me take one of these gloves off. My camera doesn't want to track. Okay, this blue pokey guy here, I've had for, I think this is my 3rd year with this guy. Or did I get him at the old house? I don't remember, but he's very pokey. And the reason why I got him is I like the blue, but he's so pokey, he's so cool. Don't get pricked by one of these because it freaking hurts. So I have that one. I don't know what this one's called. It might be on the container, but I'm not sure. I'll have to see when I go to repot him. This one I'm really excited for. I'm gonna pot him up separately. I think I have the perfect pot for him. I have plenty of terracotta pots in my plant room and stuff, but I got this one last year and it's been chilling on my porch all like fall and also winter. It did fine with the snow. I got it's a monkey tail cactus, right? That's what these are called. It's not a donkey tail, no. Donkey tail, it's a monkey tail. Monkey tail cactus. That's what he looks like. He's already grown a lot. Isn't he cute? I can't wait for this one to grow. I don't know, I just always wanted a monkey tail. Whenever I see these, it just makes me want one whenever I see other people with them. But good to know he tolerates a snowstorm outside. Okay, this one you guys saw me get. Ooh, it's getting ready to bloom. So I got this one on a shopping trip earlier this year. I love these scalloped edges. Do you see that? And it's got pink sunstressing on top. It's so pretty. It looks like it's gonna bloom in a couple spots there, and yeah, there's a spike, and then here there's a spike. It's so cute. So yeah, I don't know what this one is called, but I love the shape of him. And then the last 3 I picked up recently when I did my part 1 of this video at Home Depot recently. So these are probably in stock. So this one I got because I thought the rainbow color was so cool. Do you see this? Look at the shape of that. That is so unique. They almost look like a bunch of mini little like ticks. Not to be gross or anything. And that's the name of this one. I have no idea how to pronounce that. There. But yeah, I thought he was so cool. So that one I got. This one, the bloom has died already, but the reason I got this one because it had a pretty bloom on it and it was just staring at me. This one is a Wernerii. I don't know. That's the name of that one. Right there. And then he had a pretty purple bloom. I like the scallop look to this one too. I don't know, for some reason the scalloped cacti I have been drawn to lately. So this one's really cute too. And I love the flowers, so that's awesome. Can't wait for that to bloom again. And the reason I got this one here was I thought it was so different. This is called a brain cactus and it looks so freaking cool, you guys. Look at that. It literally looks like a brain. Right? Look how cool that is. And that's the other name of it right there. Brain cactus. I love the dark green color of it, and I don't know, it kind of reminds me of like mealybug eggs up top. So I don't know, after looking at it now, I don't know if that's really appealing to look at, you know. But I just thought it was a cool cacti, so yeah, I got him. So that is all my cacti and everything. So this planter here that I've had for a while, I think I'm gonna have to bust it because I don't think I'm gonna be able to get these guys out of here without me hurting myself. Like if I tipped it over and tried to repot it. So I don't really know how to go about that. And now that I'm thinking about it, I probably have too many cacti to put in this container. I don't know, I'm gonna see how it goes. But what I'll do first is try and line this, get some soil in there and start potting up real quick before these storms come. It did kind of work. I kind of just cut it to size and put it all around the inside. I just have like little pieces where there were some gaps, but I just cut the 4 corners on each side, or the 2 corners, and just kind of put it in there. And I think it'll work to keep it protected pretty much. There. And I think once I fill it with soil, you won't really be able to see it that much, but. And I had a little bit left here. So this guy I might not be able to add in here. I really don't know how to do this. Let me move all my new guys off. So I really want to tackle this first, but the question is how the heck am I going to do it? I would really like this to use this terracotta, especially because I don't think I will be able to add all those cacti in here. Maybe I could plant like 3 or 4 in here. Ooh, how am I going to do this? I think what I'm going to do first is try and dump this a little bit. I can push up from the bottom. Oh yeah, he's in here. I'm going to take this knife and go around the edge a little bit. See if I can loosen this. Oh, that was close. I just got poked. Okay, attempt 2. I'm making any kind of, oh, there's another one down in here I forgot about. He's like way down there. I forgot about him. We're gonna do another loosen. Okay. Round 3. I think it is budging. Try and pop this middle here. Oh, I think that got it. I pushed up the hole in the middle. Yay! Okay. I'm just gonna slide it out onto the table. Oh. Without killing the cactus that's down there. Yay, I got it out. Now, we have this here. How am I going to separate is the plan. I'll just try and loosen. Oh, the wind's picking up. Okay. If I can just take a little root with it, then. Oh no, there goes the flower. Oh well. Okay, that's one. This is the bunny ear cactus, or a piece of it that likes to give me trouble. Very pokey. 2. Oh, here's another guy back here, another bunny ear. Plant him separately with him. Wow, it's crazy how much these cacti have grown. It's like I can still remember going to the big box store and getting, that's where I got all these cacti. Except the Euphorbia white ghost here. I think I got this on Facebook Marketplace back in the day. I need to be more gentle. Whoa. I'm probably going to do some kind of propagation with this guy. So cool. I did break something though. Okay. I don't really care too much about breaking some of these roots because they'll be fine. That guy. That guy. Not gonna jinx myself, but so far so good on the pokes. I had a little piece of netting to cover the drain hole. Ah! That pokey guy. Wow, the spikes on that are crazy. Can't believe all these cacti were squished in this planter for so long. This one stayed kind of small. Look how tiny he is. He's been in there that whole time too. I remember getting him. That's funny. Okay, 3 left. This crazy guy. My favorite domino cactus. Oh, I love him. This is probably my favorite, the domino cactus. And you can get these for like a few dollars. All right, and this guy in the middle got the most root system here since I cut away a lot of the rest. Ow, there's my first poke. Out. Shit. That's okay. I was trying to get these rocks. All right. All right, now for the planter. Dang, that poke hurt. Got me good. Ow. I'm gonna add some of this base layer in here, fresh mix. If this netting is a bad idea, oh well, it's gonna stay. I shouldn't have to repot these, what, for another 5 years? Okay, I kind of have a layer of soil down in there, if you can see. Now, do I want to make this planter all long, tall guys? Or do I want to mix match? It would look really cute with all the like new little round ones that I got. But then I don't really have anything to house these tall cacti. No, let's go ahead and do the tall one. Should we do the tall in the middle and then cascade out? I'm thinking, let's do that. So this tall guy here. I think we can do him in the middle. And we'll file it around from there. Kind of like that idea. Now the question is, how am I going to get this guy to stay while I add the other ones in here? That is the question. See, I had a vision in my head, so I hope this is gonna turn out how I had hoped. Okay, as long as it stays for a little bit. All right, next, let's do, we have 3 of these taller ones. Let's do one of these beside it. All right, so I'm gonna do this guy on this side and grab another one of the blue ones on this side. I'm gonna pot those while my camera cools, and then I'll be back to kind of finish this up. It has started raining. At least those guys can get some water. Maybe I won't have to water them if it rains enough. All right, I got a few more planted. Now, I think I want to do the euphorbia, the white ghost, over here. But I do want to try and just prop it. What is that noise? Maybe I should have done him in the middle since he's so big. Let me get it potted and then I'll prop it. I've been kind of grabbing it with a spatula and then kind of gripping it with a rag. Just like getting it down far enough. And then just trying to backfill around just to provide a little support. Okay, since this arm is cutting into this guy, I'm gonna cut this arm off here. Ow. Cut that. I think I'm gonna cut this one too. And some of these are rotted, so this here I'm going to cut away. This here I'm going to cut away. Okay. I think I'll leave it like that. And these little pieces, I guess I can prop those. I think once I get some extra soil up around this guy, it'll get more stable, but he was a little bit tall at the base. I should have tried to press him down in there a bit more. I hear Luna at the door. She's trying to, I think she hears me out here. She's like, Mommy, what are you doing out there? Oh, you know what? I could have zigzagged it. I didn't think about that. You know, made like one back and one forward. I'll stabilize all these at the end a little bit more. All right, that looks good so far. So we have a little bit of room here and here. I would like to put this guy in there. Oh no, he fell. This broke off and this broke off. I guess I could just stick it in the soil and it'll root up. Let's see. I'm gonna loosen some of this store soil here on it. Okay, let's do him down on this side. I'm just tearing this thing to pieces. And then what I'll do is just stick these other little pieces down here too, and then they'll eventually root up. If not, then oh well. I'm gonna turn him. Whoa, wind. Okay, what else? We have our domino cactus. This little guy. We have this guy and this guy. And then we have 5 new ones. Hey, what? This little guy here. And then what I'll do, since I really love the domino cactus, maybe I'll do the domino cactus in with the other 4 new ones that we got and make a cute little round one that we took these out of. And so we just have to fit all of these guys in here. I don't even have to take any soil off him. I'm just gonna pluck him down in here. I'm just gonna do him right down there. Do him. And the 2 bunny ear pieces here. Okay. I was kind of hoping to fit all of them here, but it's okay. I kind of like that I'll have another separate cacti planter. I was trying to think if this is how I envisioned it. It's kind of cool. Like if I saw that on someone's porch, I'd be like, oh, that's kind of cool. Even though this guy isn't calloused, I wouldn't mind having a couple little guys down here. You know? Growing at the bottom. Okay, what I'm gonna do, so the only cacti that I have left out of the round, it's crazy that this was all in the round planter minus that guy. So I have the cutie domino cactus, which is my favorite, and we'll pot him with the other 4. So what I want to do is just fill this in with dirt really good and just kind of press it around, make sure they're stable. I want to see if I have any rocks in my plant room that I can kind of add as decor on top, and then we'll get to potting. So we have the 5 cacti and the round planter, and then we'll get a pot for the donkey tail cactus, and then we have the succulent planter to do. So hopefully I can get finished up here in like the next little hour to 2 hours or so. I love it so much. It looks so freaking cool. I just got it filled to the top with soil, and I did find some soil toppers in my plant room closet. They're just like rocks, stones. I have a gray, and I have mostly a reddish color. I'm thinking about doing the reddish color for this one, and then I might use this for the other cactus planter. It looks like that. So yeah, we are just going to fill up. See, just the rock on top, it gives a nice little touch. I probably should have watered this first and then add the soil topper, but that's okay. Ooh, that looks good. I think there's some lighter white color in here too. Okay, you guys will see the final look of that planter here in a bit. So because this one has a large hole, I don't know where that little netting went. I can't find it. It's probably in that bag somewhere. I'm gonna use the lid from the Osmocote. It has some drainage holes. It'll work perfectly down in there, so it can still drain. I'm gonna have to make another batch of soil though, but I'm gonna plop some down in here. I feel like this is going to be a little bit tight for all 5 of these, but I think it'll be good. Might have been a little too much. Okay, so I have about half with soil. Okay, so first up is the cutie domino cactus, my favorite. I love him so much. Okay, I lied. I do need more. We're gonna do him off to the edge. Do I need any more? Okay, that's good. Do him on the edge here. This one is now probably, I don't know, after the domino cactus, this one is my favorite, the one with the scalloped. This one's not pokey, okay. And then I'm just gonna take this guy and plop him in here too. We'll do this one. This one's got a little bit of a pokey. Oh. Okay. I can look back. I'm like, what if I forget the names of these because I'm taking them out of their pot. I kind of like the look of all these round ones in here. It's kind of cute. I'm gonna say, should I do one in the middle? No, I think we'll do one and one. Let's do this brain one. So cool. Oh. Slide him over just a bit. Okay, and then the last one is this guy. This looks so cute. Oh, I got a cactus stake at Ace Hardware. I forgot that's over there. I'm gonna stick it in the middle. It's gonna look so good. Or should I put it in the other one? No, I'm gonna put it in this one. Okay, I am freshly out of mix. I'm gonna go ahead and make one more mix up and then backfill all around, and then I'll come back on and we'll do the toppers. This looks so stinking cute, you guys. I'm gonna do the gray soil topper for this one. Although the pink would have looked good too, just to change it up. Okay, this is what I got at Ace Hardware. It's a cacti stake. I got the butterfly stake there too, and I forgot about this, but that's gonna look so good. I'm gonna do, this is the front. I'm gonna do it right in the center. Come on, how cute is this? Hold on, I'm gonna do it this way. Right? That's adorable. That is so stinking cute. I am obsessed. I hope you can see it okay. I'm gonna give you a close-up of everything, you know, once they're on my porch. It's so cute. Secure him down in there a little bit more. I love it so much. Ah, it's so cute. Okay, next up is the monkey tail cactus. Why do I keep saying donkey tail? Monkey tail. I'm gonna use this kind of round terracotta. I think that will look so good in this one. I'm gonna use this rock and just kind of sit that in the hole a little bit. This one isn't as big of a drainage hole as the other one though. Pull out soil down in here. I only needed one more bag of soil. I still have 2 big bags, so oh well. Well, I needed 4 total because I had purchased 3, so I needed 1 more. So I needed a total of 4. But that's okay. We'll have extra soil because I'm sure we'll plant more stuff in the ground and everything. Are these pokey? Oh, it's not. It's like a soft poke. Okay, it's not that bad. And then I think for this guy, I'm just gonna plop in the middle. Just like that. It's so cute. This one, I forgot we still have the succulents to do, but we're making progress. I think I'm just so excited to decorate the porch. It already feels so good getting these taken care of. That way I don't have to worry about it for like 2+ years. They'll be good. Probably 3 years before I would have to like really do anything with them. Honestly, probably a lot longer than that. I can probably just let them go for a while. Pot him down too low. And what's nice with all these is I can leave them outside during winter because, well, I would say most of them didn't get affected, minus the one snake plant that got frost damage. But all the cacti and stuff do fine. I can get into the teens, so I don't know how they do if it gets any colder than that. And then I think we'll go ahead and do the pink, so I'll top her for this one too. Oh yeah, that looks so good. It makes the green stand out. He's gonna look so good once he grows more. I'm so excited for this guy. My neighbor was sitting on the front porch across from us. They're really nice. We hang out with them sometimes, but I wonder what he was thinking of me because I have the garage door open. He's probably seeing me talk to the camera with all these cacti. I wonder what he's thinking. He plays golf with my husband. I don't know if they know what I do for work. I know our neighbors on this side, we hang out with them often. They do, like they know what I do and everything, but I don't know if they do. This is so cute, you guys. I literally am obsessed. I want all the cacti now. Since I know they can survive winter, I just want the entire front area full of cacti. It's so cute. I love him. Okay, this is the last thing, this crazy succulent planter. Trying to think what I want to do with this. I got this at Walmart for $5 on clearance and it's grown so much. I did add a few of my cacti, or a few of my succulents that I had, like this panda plant I had. And there's a Haworthia in here that I've had for a while. But I think everything else has grown from that $5 clearance pot. I potted this up in here last year. Okay, I'm glad this is the last one because I'm getting tired. Where did my shears go? For some of these ones that are exfoliated, I'm just gonna go ahead and cut them, like right here. Snip the head off. I'm not saving any leaves or anything. I know you can grow baby succulents with them, but I'm not going to. Don't get mad at me for tossing them. There, these little, I think you call these what, rosettes? We'll just stick them down in the soil. Look, it already grew a little pup off of it. Some of this is rotted in here in the middle, so maybe this one did get a little damage from the snow and stuff. I wonder why this exfoliated so much, because it gets full sun. I don't know. Succulents aren't my favorite. Like, I prefer cacti over succulents, although some succulents are really cute. I'm kind of wanting to pluck most of this, clip it off, and then just plant all the little rosettes in here. I think I'll just use the same pot and just, the ones that are like pretty rooted, like this panda plant, I love this guy. I have a couple of them. And there's, I think there's, is this elephant bush? And then this Haworthia is like tripled in size. Oh, I forgot I have this cute little turtle. He got hidden in here. It's like a little turtle thing. I'll have to lay that on top. But yeah, a lot of this in the middle is kind of gross and rotted. Let's dump this. There's another crystal. Let's see. Take this knife. It really helps pushing it up from the bottom. Whoa. And just back here. And then this, and the rest of this is getting tossed. Ants. Oh gosh. I hope they're not crawling on me. Ooh, there's ants everywhere. Oh no. Shit. I wasn't expecting ants. No. No. Are there ants on me? Oh, I got the heebie-jeebies. Little shitheads. I hate ants. I thought I was good. They had to come back and haunt me one more time. I have nightmares about ants, you guys. They're crawling everywhere. Oh my goodness. They have to be on the ones with the soil. Okay, those are all the rosette things. Oh shit, they're coming out of there. Oh. Okay. The root system is getting cut. Sorry, I can't take any ants with me. They're all getting cut. Probably all over the ground too, because there's so much soil everywhere. Look at them all, little shitheads. That might be fine. Okay, I am going to clean this table off of all the ants crawling around everywhere and dispose of the soil. And I might hose off these succulents real quick since this is the last one. And we'll get to potting these up. Okay guys, we are almost done. I decorated the porch already and it looks so good. So this is the last thing, the succulent planter. I just hosed it off with the hose. I like blasted it. So hopefully there's no more ants. I don't see any crawling. I left the roots on the Haworthia here. There's a couple of them. So I think that's fine. And then everything else, well, there's a couple with roots, but everything else pretty much doesn't have roots. So all I'm gonna do is, I'm not gonna water this. I'll just like plop them down in there and then I'll water them next time. This has a pretty big hole too. So I think what I'm gonna do is I have one of these stones. I think I'm just gonna block it in there a little bit and then we'll fill up. Those ants were literally crawling everywhere. They were so gross. As soon as I'm done, I'm immediately getting a shower. I tried to clean up the garage a little bit because my husband's on his way home, so he can at least get his car in there because, well, this is kind of wet too, this out of the bag, so it's pretty moist. Let's see. Why don't we do this Haworthia in the middle that's rooted? We'll just pluck it down in there, and then the little baby we'll put beside it like that. Okay, is there anything else that has roots? These guys here. 1, 2, 3. I think I'll kind of tuck these off to one side. I was getting eaten alive by those gnats the other day. Oh my gosh, I have like bite marks, red bite marks all up and down my arm. They're roofless. Anything else with roots? This has a little bit of roots. Why don't we do him on this side? And is that it? I think so. So I'm gonna fill up and then we'll just plop them down in there. I think I got the wrong kind of soil the last time because I think it's for garden beds and not like potting soil. I feel like it's less aerated, but that's okay. I brought you closer so you could actually see the succulents. Okay. So all these guys, we're literally just going to plop them any and everywhere. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to hurry because they are literally roofless. Oh, here's another little panda thing, panda plant. Oh, it looks pretty though. I have these stones, I might as well put them in here. I might have to take a hose though, because there's dirt everywhere. all done. This is where the snake plants were, like the whale fin. This is where they were initially, but just having them potted up in a bigger container like this, honestly, they look so good. And it would be like sunny right now, except it's overcast. It's actually probably gonna storm again very soon. I love that. I think it's gonna be so much happier. I decided to put the snake plant over here because it's a little wild right now. This corner is probably the least amount of light, so I feel like this one back in the corner looks better. I'm glad I potted them both into one container. I really like that. I'm not the happiest with the way that it's looking right now, but I know it'll grow in some new leaves in some time and it'll fill out and look a lot better. And of course, my favorite thing is the shelf. It looks so good. I think what I'm probably gonna have to do is move the cacti up to the top shelf and then these three down to the bottom shelf. I had trouble getting the euphorbia under there. It's a little bit tall, but I really like it on the bottom shelf for now. I put the cute little turtle there and I love the soil topper thing. I think the cacti look so cute in a row like that. My favorite planter though has to be these two here. I love the monkey tail cactus. And this is probably my favorite because I love all these little cacti. I love this cute little thing. I got this at Ace, and then I got this little mushroom at Ace as well. It's another little solar thing. So it's supposed to light up. It probably won't light tonight just because it hasn't had any sun, but it just adds like a little decor piece. And then the succulent planter that we just did. I put this one specifically on this end so it could get more light. And so I think it's gonna do okay in that spot. I really love that cacti sign. I think it just adds a little something extra to this space. And the shelf looks really good here. I like that it's not too wide. It doesn't stick out too far, so you still have plenty of room to walk on this area. My husband just got home, so he got the first look at it. He says he really likes it. He says he wished our porch was more long ways. He's like, that way it could be turned this way and more people could see it. I'll take that as a nice little compliment. I cannot wait to shower and get cleaned up, so I really hope you enjoyed it. It was something different. I'll be back with some more indoor houseplant care stuff, repotting very soon. I have a ton of repotting to do. I think my next big task is going to be tackling some of my moss poles. And yeah, I have a lot of repotting and stuff, so maybe I'll do some Q&A questions. I might film a couple repotting videos this month, so maybe I'll answer a few questions in each one of those videos. But yes, thank you so much for watching and for being here. I really hope you enjoyed, and I will talk to you again soon.